Equivalent circuit of transformer. Equivalent circuit of transformer. Exact equivalence. This is the exact equivalent circuit of transformer. So here, this is called I1 is called primary current. Okay. So here E1 is called primary induced EMF. E1 is called induced EMF in the primary winding, and E2 is called induced EMF in the secondary winding. Understood? EMF induced in the primary winding, E1 is called induced EMF in the primary winding, E2 is called induced EMF in the secondary winding. And I2 is called I2 is called current flowing to the secondary winding of the transformer. Okay, load. The I2 is also called as a load current of the transformer. Secondary winding load. The load is connected to here, secondary side of the transformer. That's why it's called I2 is called current flowing to the load. So this is called load. The voltage across the load is called V2. The voltage across the load is called V2. V2 is called voltage across the load. Okay, that may be so inductive load, capacitive load, resistive load, whatever it may be. So this is the voltage across the load is called V2, and the current flowing to the load is called I2, and I1 is called primary current. Okay, it's called actual primary current. I1 is equal to I0 plus I2 dash. Na? Here I1 is equal to, some already explained in the previous lecture by using phasor diagram. Okay, in the phasor diagram, this I1 current is equal to the I0 plus I2 dash. Okay, no load current plus this is called primary current. Okay, in the phasor diagram, so this this is called I1. Na? This I1 is equal to the resultant of I0 and I2 dash is called I1. Am I right? In the resistive load, capacitive load, whatever it means. Okay, so I1 is equal to resultant of I2 dash and I0. And here I2 is called current flowing to the secondary winding of the transformer. That is called current flowing to the load. Okay, inductive load. For example, inductive load, this is called current flowing to the inductive load, and is exactly inverse, opposite to that of the primary current. Okay, so I2 dash, the primary current. So in this side, I2 dash in this direction, and but this I2 opposite direction. Okay, so I2 and I2 dash are equal but opposite side. I2 dash in this direction, I2 is in the direction opposite side, but equal in magnitude but opposite side. Okay, so this is called R1 is called R1 is because of the winding of the resistance. The R1 is represented in here in equivalent circuit winding resistance of the transformer. Okay, and X1 is called so X is called reactance. X is called reactance. The reactance due to leakage flux. Okay, so in this transformer, the flux, amount of flux developed in the primary winding is not linking with the secondary winding. Okay, some amount of flux is passing through the air. That flux is called leakage flux. That leakage reactance. So leakage reactance. X1 is called leakage reactance is represented like this one. Okay, so leakage reactance is represented X1, and R1 is called winding resistance of the transformer. And here, so I0 is called no load current. Am I right? This I0 is called no load current. This is called no load current of the transformer. Am I right or not? This is called no load current. The no load current component of the transformer can be divided into two components. That is called magnetizing component and wattful component. Am I right or not? Wattful component and magnetizing component. Okay, from the phasor diagram you can easily understand. So the no load current is nothing but so this no load current I0 is nothing but IMU plus IW. No? This current I0 is called as the no load current of the transformer. It is made up with two components, IMU and IW. That means the no load current is a combination is a component of two. That's called IW plus IMU. This is called wattful component and wattless component. So this wattful component is because of wattful component means current flowing to the resistor. Okay, the wattful component means this is the because of this IW is called here. IW is called as the active component or working component or wattful component. No? So that's why this can be represented in a resistor transformer core. This can be represented same as a resistor. That's called active element. That is called a resistor. Okay, and this is called magnetizing component. This is called magnetizing component. This is because of the magnetizing flux that can be represented in reactance. That is called here like this. Okay, the current flowing through the reactance that is called X naught. Understood? The I naught is divided into two components. That is called watt-full component and magnetizing component or working component. This is called wattless component IW. IMU is called wattless component, and IW or IC this is called core loss component or watt-full component or working component. Okay, so that's why it is represented like this. It is in phase with the V1. The I naught, this is called in phase with the V1, and so this is called magnetizing component. So this no load components, so these are called as a R naught and X naught is called as a no load components of the transformer. No load components. Under no load conditions, these are the present in the transformer core of the transformer. Okay, so I naught is divided into IW or IC and then IM or IM. Okay, the I2 dash is called the current flowing to the primary winding of the transformer. So I1 is called actual primary current, is a combination of I naught and I2 dash. And this is called I2 is called secondary load current. Okay, and similarly here also R2 is called winding resistance of the secondary winding of transformer, and X2 is also called as leakage reactance of the secondary winding of the transformer. Leakage reactance. Okay, so these are the represented like this manner. Okay, so here this is called connected in parallel to the shunt branch parameters. So R naught and X naught is called shunt branch parameters. They are connected parallel to the transformer winding. So this is called R1 and X are connected in series with the primary winding of the transformer. This is called R2 and X2 is connected in series with the low and secondary winding of the transformer. Okay, this is called exactly equivalent circuit of the transformer. Okay, understood. And then, so exactly equivalent circuit parameters refer to the primary side. Refer to the primary side. Exactly equivalent circuit parameters refer to the primary side and the secondary side respectively. So we have to represent the so these all parameters can be converted into the primary side, and also similarly the all parameters, whatever the parameters are present in the primary side of the transformer can be converted into the secondary side. Understood? So this exactly equivalent circuit of the parameters are referred to the primary and secondary respectively. So here, so R1 X1 is called the primary side impedance Z1. R2 X2 impedance is called R plus J into X1. Resistance plus inductance is called impedance. Z1 is equal to R1 plus J into X1. Z2 is equal to R2 plus J into X2. Am I right? So impedance is represented by like this. Okay, R1 and X1 is called Z1 primary side impedance, and R2 is R2 plus J into X2 is called secondary side impedance. And here R1, X1, and I1 is called primary primary resistance, primary side resistance, and primary side reactance, and R0 is called resistance of the core of the transformer, and magnetizing reactance of the transformer core, and V1 is called the supply voltage, E1 is called induced EMF, and it is called secondary side induced EMF, and here also N1 is called number of turns in primary winding, N2 is called here N2 number of turns in secondary winding, and the R2 is called secondary winding resistance of the transformer core, and X2 is called so leakage reactance of the transformer winding on the secondary side, and V2 is called load voltage. Okay, the load voltage of the transformer, say V2, and ZL is called load impedance of the transformer. Load impedance is called ZL. Okay, so this is the exact equivalent circuit, and then we can convert secondary side parameters into primary side. Okay, and primary side to secondary side. Understood? These all parameters are converting into primary side. Okay, and secondary side primary side parameters also we are converting into secondary side. So how means try to concentrate here. Okay, try to focus here. The effect of circuit parameters shouldn't be changed while they transferring the parameters from one side to another side. Understood? The effect of circuit parameters shouldn't be changed while they transferring the parameters from one side to another side. That is called primary side to secondary side, otherwise secondary side to primary side. Okay. Then the equivalent parameters are when R2 is changed to primary side, otherwise R1 is converted into the secondary side. Okay. The equivalent parameters, that is called the effect of circuit parameters shouldn't be changed while they're transferring the parameters from one side to another side. Okay. So it can be proved that a resistance of the R2 in R2 in secondary side, a resistance, it can be proved that a resistance R2, this is called a resistance R2 in secondary side, this is called secondary side is equivalent to R2 by K square. R2 by K square will be denoted as R2 dash. Understood? That is equivalent to secondary resistance with respect to the primary. Understood? So here it can be proved that the resistance in the R2, the resistance R2 is converted into the primary side. Okay, how means these R2 by K square, by dividing K square, so that will be denoted as a R2 dash, that is equal to the secondary side resistance with respect to the primary. Okay, equivalent to secondary resistance with respect to the primary, so that is called R2 by K square, which will be have caused in the same losses as R2 in secondary. Understood? Okay, so then, so losses same on both sides. This is losses if it is the winding resistance of the secondary side is converted into the primary side. So okay, the whatever the losses takes place here, same losses also here takes place. That means the losses in the transformer core winding is not changing. If the transformer winding resistance R2 is changing from secondary side to primary side, even though changing from secondary side to primary side, the losses are not changing. Okay, so like this. I1 square into R2 dash is equal to I2 square into R2. So R2 dash is called R2 by K square. R2 dash is called R2 by K square. That's R2 dash is equal to, here R2 dash is equal to, the primary side resistance is equal to the secondary side resistance because of the winding. So R2 dash is equal to I2 by I1 whole square into R2, then R2 by K square. So R2 dash is equal to R2 by K square. This means secondary side of the transformer resistor winding resistance is converted to the primary side, that will be equal to R2 by K square, that will be represented as R2 dash. So that is nothing but R2 by K square. Understood? So similarly, if you want to change the secondary side parameters to the primary side of reactance, this X2 is become X2 by K square. So X2 dash is represented in the primary side. That means nothing but X2 by K square. If R2 is the resistance is converted into the primary side, that is nothing but R2 by K square. So by dividing the transfer ratio, K is nothing but N2 by N1. Okay, transformation ratio, by dividing the transformation ratio. Okay, so we have to convert the secondary side parameters to primary side. So by dividing the K square after by, that means by dividing the resistance by K square terms. So we get primary side resistance. Secondary side is resistance converted into primary side. Okay, so like this, transferring secondary parameters to the primary side means R2 dash will become R2 by K square. Am I right? This R2 dash. So this converted into the primary side. That means it will become R2 dash. R2 dash is equal to R2 by K square. So like this, it's converted into secondary side parameters are converted into the primary side. Okay, this is called R2 dash. R2 dash is equal to R2 by K square. Similarly, X2 dash. Okay, so the reactance is converted to the primary side. So here this transformer primary, this is called transformer secondary. Okay, this is called secondary, this is called primary. These are connected here, primary side of the transformer. The load is also connected, converted into the primary side of the transformer. Then what is the changes in parameters of the transformer? Here like this. R2 dash is equal to R2 by K square. The secondary resistance is converted to the primary side. Okay, with respect to the primary side, transferring the secondary parameters to the primary side means R2 dash is equal to R2 by K square. So R2 dash, and similarly X2 dash is equal to X2 by K square. Okay, and Z2 dash is equal to Z2 by K square. Okay, that is called your ZL impedance. Okay, so generally it can be called as Z2 dash impedance in Z2. Okay, secondary parameters are completely converted into the primary side. So then Z2 dash is nothing but Z2 by K square. If it is resistance only, R2 dash is equal to R2 by K square. and x2 dash is equal to x2 by k square. That means secondary side parameters are all converted into the primary side. But primary side parameters are as it is. There is no changes in primary side parameters. Understood? There is no changes in the primary side parameters while converting the secondary parameters to the primary side. R1, X1, R0, X0. This primary side parameters are as it is. Okay, but only the secondary side parameters are changing while converting secondary winding resistance into the primary side. R2 dash is equal to R2 by k square, X2 dash is equal to X2 by k square, R2 dash is equal to R2 by k square, and X2 dash is equal to X2 by k square. And so completely this R2 plus J into X2, that is impedance is nothing but Z2 dash is equal to Z2 by k square. So like this, secondary parameters converted into primary side. And also, you know the relation N2 by N1 is equal to N2 by N1 is equal to K, that is equal to E2 by E1 by using the relations. So it is converted into like this one. E2 dash is nothing but E2 by K. Okay, here E2 dash induced in the secondary side. Okay, that can be converted into the primary side. So it means E2 by K. E2 dash is equal to E2 by K. That is called a primary side E1. E1 by E2 is equal to N1 by N2. Okay, otherwise E2 by E1 is equal to K. Then E1 is equal to E2 by K. Na? You know the relation E2 by E1 is equal to N2 by N1 is equal to K. Am I right? By using that relation, sir, E2 dash is equal to nothing but E1. Okay, then E1 is equal to E2 by K. So like this, sir. So EMF secondary side is also converted into this EMF induced in the secondary side is also converted primary side. So by using this relation. Okay, E2 dash is equal to E2 by K. That is equal to E1. E1 is equal to E2 by K. E1 is equal to E2 by E1 is equal to K. Now, so by using the relations, you are getting like this. And similarly, I2 dash is equal to K into I2. So here, so denominator. Here, induced EMF is the denominator, but current is a numerator. I mean, here like this. So why means you know the relation opposite, exactly opposite to the turns ratio. N1 by N2 is equal to N1 by N2 is equal to E1 by E2 is equal to I2 by I1 is equal to K. Now, so understood. Opposite. Current relations are opposite, but voltage relations are same. V1 by V2 is equal to N1 by N2 is equal to E1 by E2 is equal to K, but current is opposite, I2 by I1. So that's why, so it's multiplied by K times. So I2 dash is equal to this current I2 is nothing but K times of I2. Okay, so this current, so secondary current is nothing but K times of I2, the current flow into the secondary winding of the transformer. Okay, so I2 dash is this called I2 is called I2, K times of I2. So that means this all secondary side parameters are converted to the primary side. Means so R2 by K square, resistance is called R2 by K square, X2 by K square, and Z2 by K square, and E2 by K, and I2 into K. So like this, all parameters are converted into secondary side to primary side. These all parameters are converted. So equivalent, exactly equivalent circuit refer to primary side. Understood? So this is secondary to primary. Then how to convert the parameters from primary to secondary means? So into K square. Into K square. So that means R1 into K square. So like that. Okay. So equivalent circuit refer to the secondary side. Primary side is over, and then it's it's nothing but equivalent circuit refer to the secondary side. The primary parameters, they are all primary parameters. They are all primary parameters of the transformer. So R1, X1, R0, X0, all are E1 also. These all are converted into the secondary side of the transformer. Okay, so then what happens means here. So this is the like this. The equivalent circuit refer to the secondary side of the transformer. So transformer primary side parameters to be secondary, transferring primary side parameters to be secondary means. So R1 dash, it will become R1 dash, that is called K square times of R1. Okay, so here this is this side, primary side, this is called secondary side. These all converters are, these all parameters are primary side parameters are can be converted into secondary side. So that means R1 dash, R1 become R1 dash, that is nothing but K square times of R1. K square times of R1. And then similarly X1 dash, K square times of X1, and completely Z1, K square times of Z1. And E1. So induced EMF in the secondary side is nothing but E2. Okay, E2 is equal to E1 dash. That is equal to K times of E1. You know the relation by using N2 by N1 is equal to E2 by E1 is equal to K. So by using the relations, the secondary side voltage E2 is nothing but E1 dash, that is equal to K times of E1. And similarly, I1 dash is equal to I1 by K. So you know the relation, I1 by I2 is equal to I1 by I2 is equal to 1 by K. I2 by I1 is equal to K now. So like this, and similarly, I0 dash is also I0 by K. Current relations opposite, but resistance, voltage are all same concept. Okay, so like this, all parameters are converted, secondary side parameters converted to primaries. I mean, primary side parameters are converted to secondary side. So like this, V1 dash is also is equal to K times of E1. So V1 dash is nothing but K times of V1. Okay, E1 dash is equal to K times of E1. E1 dash is equal to K times of V1. So similarly, V1 dash is equal to K times of V1. So similarly, exciting current parameters also refer to the secondary side R0 and X0. So like this, R0 is equal to K times of R0 and X0 is equal to X0 dash is also is equal to K times of R0. Understood? So like this, secondary side parameters and primary side parameters are converted to primary side, and the all parameters are converting primary to secondary and secondary to primary, like this. By using the transformation ratio, that is called K. By using the transformation ratio concept, the all parameters are converted into the primary to secondary and secondary to primary. Understood? There is the concept regarding to the so exact equivalent circuit parameters when referred to the primary and referred to the secondary side of the transformer. Understood? So this is about exact equivalent circuit referred to the primary and the secondary. Then exact equivalent circuit with respect to primary. So this is the with respect to the primary. First one is the exact equivalent circuit with respect to the primary. So with respect to the primary means, so R2 dash is equal to R2 by K square. X2 dash is equal to X2 by K square. With respect to the primary, the all parameters are converted like this. R2 by K square. These are same as this. Transferring secondary parameters to the primary side. Then what happened? R2 by K square, X2 by K square. For this circuit, so what is the total equivalent circuit? Exactly. Equivalent circuit with respect to the primary is called here. So when it is converted as secondary parameters to the primary side, so the I0, this magnetizing component, I mu, watt cool component, IC or IW, okay, watt full component IC or IW, this called magnetizing current IM. So these are nodal current V1, I1 and R1, X1. These are all parameters of primary side. There is no changes in primary side parameters, but secondary side parameters are converted into the primary side. That's why. So it is represented like this: R2 dash and X2 dash. R2 dash is nothing but R2 by K square. X2 dash is equal to X2 by K square, and V2 dash is equal to V2 by K, and I2 dash is equal to K times of I2. So like this, all parameters can be converted to primary to secondary to primary. Then what is the equivalent resistance? Is nothing but R01. So the primary total primary side resistance, nothing but R01, referred to the primary. Secondary side parameters are referred to the primary, that is denoted by R01. So R01 is it, so here represented like this, total resistance. Okay, R01 is nothing but R1 plus R2 dash. R01 is equal to R1 plus R2 dash. Okay, and similarly, X01 is nothing but X1 plus X2 dash. These are all are connected in series now. So separate resistance part and separate reactance part. Separate resistance and reactance part. So then R01 is called R1 plus R2 dash, and X01 is called X1 plus X2 dash. Like this, R101 is equal to R1 plus R2 dash. That is called R1 plus R2 dash is nothing but R2 by K square. The secondary side parameters converted into the primary side with R2 by K square. Understood? R2 dash is nothing but R2 by K square. Similarly, X2 dash is equal to X2 by K square. So in this way, the secondary side parameters are converted into the primary side. Okay, this is called some complete equivalent impedance. Z01. So R01 is nothing but R1 plus R2 dash, and X01 is called X1 plus X2 dash. So this complete R01 and X01, X01 is called R01 plus X01 is called impedance. That is called denoted by Z01. This is called equivalent circuit referred to the primary side of the transformer. Okay, understood? So in this way, the exact equivalent circuit refer to the primary side. All parameters can be converted into the primary side of the transformer. Understood? This is about to so